Hey y'all, welcome to your Pass on Loved One Ancestor Read Part 2 for the week of August the 16th to the 22nd, 2026, y'all. So let's get into these messages from your Passed on Loved One of clarity and comfort, boo. Alrighty, woo! So y'all know I always tell y'all, if you want to like get some messages, you know what I'm saying, all you gotta do hit that purple dot, put your energy, connect your energy to the channel. You should get some messages, I would say, within the next week or 3. You know, it shouldn't take that long, you know what I'm saying. Long as it's of light and love, cause I don't, you know, ain't nothing dark coming through this. You feel me? You were with your passed on loved one when they passed. I know that's right. I don't know, y'all. I don't know why I keep on thinking about URIE. The baby, URIE, I think her name was, I ain't gonna say URIE. She had like a trait. I don't know what she passed, you know, maybe organ failure or something like that, y'all. I don't know. Y'all would say, cause y'all, she was so pretty, the big old fat cheeks, y'all. But I will say this, like my grandbaby has some issues, y'all. Sometimes you just don't know, like, you know, cause to look at her, I mean, of course we know, but it's like she was smiling, and then she was doing her little milestones and stuff, and then her daddy would always have her so pretty, y'all. So I don't know why I keep thinking about her. And y'all had thought, like, I didn't know that she had passed. And then I saw it on Facebook, and I don't know what read that was, but I know that baby came through. It was like maybe within, I'd say, a month of my reads. Because I remember pulling the name URIE, and I remember pulling, I didn't know her middle name was Amani. I pulled URIE Amani, but I don't remember what read, but it was, I can't remember which read that was. Y'all, I went and tried to find it, but I couldn't, because I'm like, dang, it was like, y'all gotta, I have a baby named URIE, but I knew that, you know, so I'm just saying, like, the name URIE stood out to me, that's why I remembered it, but I didn't know she had passed until after I saw, you know what I'm saying, like, I did the read. The read was done, like, maybe like a month or so ago, y'all, probably, or something. I don't know, but it was like, I would say within the last month, I think I did that read. And I remember pulling her name, URIE Amani, you know, like on the name card, y'all. But I did not know that she had passed until like afterwards. So, and I just been thinking about her. She's so beautiful. I think her funeral was like the day or something like that. I did see something on Facebook. You know, y'all know it's like yellow and pink hearts. That's what he wants you to you know, put on her page and stuff. And then, you know, he kept up with a bag, baby. He kept up with a bag. She had her own little URIE line. I might have to get my grandbaby one of the bags. A URIE bag, but yeah. And I got time. I will go and like go on her page, y'all, because I will, you know, their page. I think it's called A Life with Jew, or I can't remember, y'all, but if you know, you know. I know you probably know, because we tapped in, so you probably know who I'm talking about. I ain't got it. You know who I'm talking about. So to be honest with you, that read might have been even before, like before even like they posted it. It could even be like a week or 2 before they posted. I cannot remember, y'all, but like I know I did that with I think I got it. She in my head right now, y'all. I'm looking at her. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Jailyn. I watched her page, and y'all, I had channel. I promise y'all, I channeled Jailyn probably like a month before. I was channeling her energy real bad. I didn't know she was sick like that. Cause it's crazy how like, you know, like they might post they kind of going through this or that, but you know how they always pull through y'all. But it was crazy because I was channeling her in the past on Love and Read, and she had, you know, that was weird. But I be doing that sometimes. She come through sometimes, like when I get that, it's like I get different energies when I get cards, y'all, like certain cards, but it be like 3 or 4 energies that it's like, okay, I know which one this is, like, you know. And you know, usually when she come through, it's like that rainbow card, purple card, something probably about nails, and then like organ failure. It be like that, y'all. It might even be like that card. It be like, thank you for doing my nails. Come out. What card be coming out when I know it's her? It's like, if any of them come out, y'all know. But that's some of the ones off the top I know. It's like, oh yeah, I know, you know. But and then it's a card when it be like, when it says like, no, I did not suffer you. When I get that card and her energy come out, it's like, that's like letting her mom know, like she made her life easier. Yeah, she went through some stuff, but it's like, I ain't suffer because you made my life easier. It's like that. But I don't know here, if they don't come out this read, they probably gonna come out within the next read, because them, they, you know, then I be challenging some other stuff, you know. Anyway, go collective. If you want some reads, tap that purple. I mean, if you want some messages, tap that purple dot. You know what I'm saying? And these reads are just strictly done out of just to give you clarification of something, and or like just comfort. You know what I'm saying? Let you know that they still around you, y'all. And then like maybe they customized teddy bear card might come out. And like, since I'm thinking about URIE so hard, y'all, that like somebody with a trait or something like that feeding tube, that might come out. I don't know if she had a feeding tube or not. I know her daddy said something about a G tube, but I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? If it, you know, I don't, you know, so it's a G tube or feeding tube. Let me see what that is. I remember him saying like something about her G tube. So that might be the trait. I'm not sure. Let me see, y'all. What is a G tube? Oh, so that's a feed tube basically, right? It says place. It says G tube or gastrostomy tube is a medical device placed through the skin to the abdomen directly to the stomach. It delivers liquid food, fluids, and medicine to the people who cannot eat safely, swallow well, or get enough nutrition by mouth. So it's a feeding tube, right? Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, so whenever I did that read, y'all, I was saying like somebody passed, like it was something with their intestines, they couldn't eat, or like it's something like they maybe that's what she passed with something, her not being able to eat or something like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know, but I'm just saying, like I remember channeling something like that. I went into detail with it, but I don't know, y'all. I just can't remember which read. It was like within like a month and a half. But it was very specific. It was like they passed because it's like, oh, it was like they couldn't get a feeding tube, or the feeding tube wasn't working anymore because it's like the organs was too damaged. like maybe if their organs wasn't as damaged, they would have been able to get a feeding tube, and they could have stayed here a little bit longer. That's what I was getting in that read. I had got stuck on it, y'all, so I knew it was for somebody. Okay, y'all. So we enough about, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, y'all know when it's something on, you know, I'ma say it. Y'all, I'm so glad they found Jadarius. It's a lot going on, y'all. A lot going on. Pass on loved one message. I am proud of you. Your girl keep growing and healing. Then it says age 23 to 30 at your parents on loved one pass at work deployment, mining, oil field, air travel, or a plant. Oh, we came right back out, y'all. So that's very significant. 23 to 30 years of age at work deployment. Oh, it's another arm. It's a lot of orbitors coming out, y'all. I don't know, something might come through about them soldiers on that boat. Yeah, I heard that they was, I ain't been watching news, but like I said, your girl could just take so much negative energy. And I heard they were saying that some of the guys was these three. Some of the guys was like wanting to jump over the boat because it was so bad. I don't know, maybe something gonna come through. Then I think I heard a couple of them did, I'm not sure, but I don't know. But it's a lot of armed boys out here. So y'all, oh, this is another card. I just kind of list 3 of them. I'm going to take them. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this one with the army deployment. But when this card right here, this a child should not die before their parents, it's a couple of energies I get when I get this card that I know. And it's like when specific cards come out with this, I was like, okay, I know who energy that is. But I hadn't looked at, you know, went through them, so I'm not sure, y'all. So this is like extra. Matter of fact, I'm going to just pull 8 more cards to go with that. In the middle, just 8 more. I don't know what these is, but I just feel like I should pull it. It's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, passed on loved one age 40 years and above. Was I on 6, y'all? Then it says passed over passed place of death or passed over loved one outside the house, porch, yard, grass, or sidewalk. Pay attention to the names with this one. When I was on 6, y'all, need 2 more cards for the middle. Need 2 more. It's 1. Came back out. The pass outside, y'all. I need 1 more for the middle. 1 more for the middle. They want me to talk. They want to talk. Okay, we got 4 messages I need to say. It says, pass over loved one, I love you granddaughter, I love you grandmother. And then it says, someone starved to death so they couldn't eat. And then my favorite food, so you fix your pass on loved one favorite food this week, or you ate it, something like that. And then it says, I miss you so much, Grandma Paw Paw. So that's somebody's grandbaby coming through. Somebody's grandbaby coming through. And then it says, question to your past on loved one. How did you die? Do you know your killer? Alright. So, I needed one more. Something I forgot it. Oh yeah, like when that foster kid, it's like foster kid, foster parent, something like that. When that card come out, they be Jailyn, y'all. Like most, I'm just saying, like some cards I know, like I pick up just certain energies. It might be like 2 or 3 different energies, but I can tell you which one it is. Oh my gosh. Let me get this one card. There it is. Okay. Alright, y'all. So it says, passed over loved one ancestor, highest rank of modern active service, general 4 stars, chief of staff, army or theaters or commanders. Then it says, passed over loved one, passed at their significant other's home, lover, long-term partner, wife, husband, home. And then I got, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. So it says, passed over loved one, passed at a family member's home, died at home. And then it says, I wish you were here. Okay, y'all, so I'm finna do is split it. I'm gonna pull from top and bottom, and then that'll be the messages. I ain't trying to pass over loved one, answer no. A family member, family friend, associate, child, parent, spouse, co-worker is not my murderer. I'm trying to shuffle so I can start pulling, y'all. I ain't trying to pull no more cards, but if they come out while I'm doing it, that's just your ancestors talking, boo. That's all. Somebody definitely probably had a balloon release or having one within this week, or this is the week of your passed on loved one probably passed and you had a balloon release. Maybe y'all doing another one this year. You know how like sometimes every year people do like celebrate their passed on loved one, through like a little get together, like like at the house, or you do like a balloon release, or y'all might go out to eat, or you know what I'm saying, you just might, if they freaking a certain spot, like, hey, we gonna go to this spot, they like to go here, somebody could be celebrating their passed on loved one's birthday. Y'all might throw them a birthday party this week. Like I said, I think this week and the next week, I feel like these messages could like definitely like kind of resonate, y'all. Somebody definitely did a candlelight visual. Okay, I'm ready. Answer. I knew I wouldn't. It says, pass over loved one, uncle, pass over loved one, thank you for the haircut. Trying to rush it. Place of death, passed on loved one, died in home. So your passed on loved one definitely died at their home or in home, where they stayed, their residence. Okay, I'm not trying to rush it. Alright, y'all, I'm ready. Liz, thank you for doing my hair and makeup. Let's see. There my boy go. Okay, it says Passover love with message. I know what happened to me, so they definitely know what happened to them. Wait a minute, hold up, y'all. It's a couple I'm turned to. I'm gonna go and read it. It says, I know what happened to me, and then it says, found a murder in a vehicle, car, truck, SUV. Anything else turned over? And it says, passed on loved one found in the tub. Y'all know, like in the past before, some came out about in the tub. So that's definitely significant. Alright, that's it, y'all. So, place of loved one passed in the ambulance and wrapped to the hospital. Okay, so y'all know right now, all I'm going to do is go through the course and read the messages out loud. Then I'm going to pause it and go through them to see how I'm led to like read them to you as a message. And if anything resonate out of any of the stacks, you know what I'm saying, if it resonates, it's for you, you know what I'm saying. It's a collective read, so it's like just whatever comes through. It's not like a personal read, y'all. So after I unpause it and read it to you, I will clarify. So either I'll pull like 8 pulls, or I'll pull like just 8 more cards to clarify what's already out here, to give you a little bit more you know, information, a little bit of clarification that is for you. If this right here, like after I read it to you, like, you know, after I read it to you as a message, kind of, because it probably help you be able to like receive it better. If I read it to you and something resonates, stay tuned, you know, for the, you know, like the clarification pool. But if not, like I said, if you're into the reads, tap that purple dot, and you know, just, you know, keep a lookout, and within, I would say, 3 weeks you should get something, you know, to kind of let you know whether it's just the name and like something that comes through the passing cards, or maybe it's just something like comes in the messages, you know, in a passing card, the messages in the name, something like that. But you'll know if it's for you. So y'all finna pause it, and then I get right back with y'all. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? We already talked about this in part 1, y'all. I literally was like, what I'm doing? I ain't even read the cards to you, baby. Let me hurry up and get through so I can pray. Because that's a bit much. Alright, y'all. So let me read it to you first. It says colors: red, yellow, indigo. And y'all know yellow came out in the name card. Somebody's name is yellow, or y'all call them yellow, you know what I'm saying? So it says significant: favorite color, school color, funeral color, car, home color, name. Passover loved one found in the basement. Passover loved one ancestor: red head, blue or green eyes, blonde hair, blue or brown eyes, black, brown hair, brown, gray, green, or brown, gray, or green eyes. Sorry, y'all. You were with your Passover loved one when they passed. Passover loved one passed away in a mental facility. Y'all know I had, for some reason, I don't know if they found, I still don't know if they found Savion Anderson, but I don't know, something probably about a mental facility. Y'all know what I'm saying? I think I said, like, if they was going north, they might want to go to South Carolina. I was picking up somebody like a ring or something like that. So then I picked up somebody lynching. Y'all know I don't be knowing where to put stuff in, but like when stuff like this trigger me, I just say what you know, what came to me. So definitely got to put it where it belongs. But anyway, you know, pass on loved one passed in the mental facility. Death by neglect, abuse. Pass over loved one ancestor: sergeant, lieutenant in the Army. Pass over loved one ancestor: U.S. Navy petty officer, 3rd class, E4, same as the corporal in the Army or Marine Corps. Pass over loved one passed at work or workplace. Death by plane crash. Pass over loved one ancestor, boyfriend, girlfriend. I know that's right. I know that's right. Pass on loved one, pass in an SUV, black, gray, silvery, white. Somebody last name could be white. Pass over loved one, you. I need answers. Pass over loved one message. Thank you for caring for my parents. Pass over loved one ancestor. Dishonorably discharged because of treason, murder, or desertion. Loss of pay, benefits, conviction. No firearms, can lose retirement status. That's what can happen when they get dishonorably discharged. Passed over loved one, baby, 3 to 6 months, SIDS, a girl. If she didn't pass between 3 to 6 months, she passed definitely in her 7th month. Maybe, you want to check out the names. Black. So somebody passed old age. They could have been a pastor, religious, black. Y'all, this is significant to me, but I will say, like, what I'm picking up intuitively, this is like, I feel like this is like a leader, religious leader. I don't know, this might have something to do with it, like somebody might be wearing black. To a religious leader's funeral. I'm going to just put it like that. But it's significant to me from my ex, y'all. But I'm picking up like in the now, or if your passed on loved one did pass and it was like religious, y'all probably wore black. The men probably wear black tuxedos or something like that. The women might have wore white, or probably everybody wore black. Or this could be something in the now. I'm gonna move around. Pass over loved one message. Thank you for doing my hair and makeup. Pass over loved one ancestor, retired military honorable. I told you I was a lot of military cards. Died in explosion, bomb, heavy firearm, F1 Air Force, green camouflage uniform. Y'all know when I get this card, it's like I feel like you got a picture with this, with your passed on loved one, and they got it like. They got this F1 Air Force like right here. You know how they be having it, or something significant about that. I don't know what that is, but they got that. Murdered at workplace, postal, parking lot. Passed over loved one. Excuse me, y'all. Black African American Army soldier, hunter green uniform. Y'all told you I'm getting a lot of Army cards. Your passed on loved one definitely accepted their fate, not afraid of death, understood life cycles. So they could have been born sickly, terminal illness, old age. Y'all know I had told y'all about that nail card, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, let me see, I don't know if anything, I ain't gonna speak too quick. But okay, so the next set is, it says, passed over loved one grandfather said, I don't know that grandparent card that came out. Then it says store shooting. Check the names, y'all. Passed on loved one, passed in vehicle on the route to the hospital. It could have been a friend vehicle, a family member vehicle, a personal vehicle. Young, age 23 to 30, at work deployment, mining, oil, field, air travel, plant. Death by enemy op. Pass on loved one message. My soul is not at peace. My soul is not at peace. Pass over loved one ancestor. Ages. Army soldier. Navy. So this could be, y'all know I told y'all with these Army cards, they let me know it's definitely somebody, an Army person, soldier connected to it. But it could be like with these ages, yes, it's an Army soldier. These ages are going to be significant. But also this could be like just in general with the collective, you know what I'm saying? 57, 53, 75, 23 on the dot, 35 on the dot, 63, 24, 34, 36, 33, 56, 54. The ages 40 to 53 could be significant, something, significant about those ages. Pass on loved one died while on deployment. Whew. Okay, last one, y'all. It says, pass over loved one message. Oh, that's it. My soul is not at peace and death by enemy. Oh, that's it. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry, y'all. The middle. I knew it was another, with the middle stack, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. I already explained the part one. Pass over loved one ancestor, wife or husband. Place of death, pass over loved one outside the house, porch, yard, grass, sidewalk. This is very significant because it came out like twice. You and your past over loved one were on bad terms, had not talked in a while, distant relationship, ex, family member, or sibling. You did not make it on time to see your past on loved one because before they transition, travel because of travel distance, strained relationship. Y'all know the last couple of weeks this kind of energy been coming out. You didn't get to see your past over loved one before they passed. Your feelings, I wonder if your soul is at ease, and y'all know the card. My soul is not at peace. This is the card right here. So somebody wondering that's the answer. Death by train crash, derailing. Passed over loved one, child, niece, nephew, 1 to 17 years of age. Child, niece, a nephew, 1 to 17 years of age. I think Jailyn energy coming out, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it real because y'all know we call her our Facebook niece, just like we call URIE-I Facebook niece. So you know. Passed on loved one, baby, 3 to 6 months, SIDS. So you know, it's the second SIDS card come out, and it was on the girl. Y'all know I got a boy card that's on the other SIDS card, like in this that. But so 2 SIDS cards, and then it says you're feeling a child should not die before their parents. Okay, y'all. So let me pause it and go through it, and then I'll come back and read the messages as you know, like how I'm led to read them to you. So if you might catch something a little bit better, and then I'll clarify. Alright, y'all, your girl back. Alright, so I got 7 stacks of messages. So you know, like I said, if anything resonated, I'm gonna read it to you like I'm led to read it, so you maybe can receive it a little bit better. Colors: red, yellow, indigo, significant. Favorite color: school color, funeral color, car, home color, name. Death by neglect, abuse. Pass over loved one, found in basement. Pass over loved one, you. I need answers. Murdered at workplace, postal parking lot. Pass over loved one, ancestor, wife or husband. Place of death, pass over loved one, outside the house, porch, yard, grass, sidewalk. Pass over loved one, pass at workplace. Your feelings: a child should not die before their parents. Pass over loved one, baby, 3 to 6 months, SIDS, a baby girl, if she didn't die between 3 and 6 months, in her 7 month for sure. Pass over loved one, baby, 3 to 6 months, SIDS. Pass over loved one, message: thank you for caring for my parents. Your passed on loved one definitely accepted their faith, not afraid of death, understood life cycles, born sickly, terminal illness, or old age. Passed on loved one message: thank you for doing my hair and makeup. Passed over loved one message: child, niece, nephew, 1 to 17 years of age. Y'all really feel like this Jailyn energy coming through. Maybe she'll give us another card and clarification, let us know for sure. Passed over loved one, grandfather. Black, older age, pastor, religion. Y'all know what I already explained. This is how I'm feeling about this. Pass over loved one, ancestor, boyfriend, girlfriend. Your feelings: I wonder if your soul is at ease. Pass over loved one message: my soul is not at peace. And then it says death by plane crash. These is armor cards, so you know, you got somebody in the army that has passed, or you know what I'm saying. Or if you even in the army, just pay attention. Black, African American, army soldier, hunter green uniform. Somebody might have their uniform. Do they? I don't know if this is a thing, y'all, but do they give like if the army soldier dies, do they give them the family like a uniform, or is it like certain people might get a uniform? Because that's what I'm hearing, like somebody is actually getting a army soldier's hunter green uniform. They're actually going to give it to you, or you have this. Young age, 23 to 30, at work, deployment, mining, oil field, air travel plant. Passover loved one. If you already got this, it's like this is the week that you had got it, or maybe this is their birthday. It's something significant about this uniform in this week. Passover loved one ancestor ages. Army soldier, maybe it's your birthday, I don't know. Something significant though. Army soldier, 57, 53, 75, naval. 35, 23, 63, 24. 34, 36, 54, 56, 33 other ages, 40 through 53, something is significant. Or somebody could be 40, somebody could be 53, and it's something about an Army connection. This could be like best friends. This could be a brothers. This could be a cousin and brother, nephew, and it could be a niece, you know, and a mom, or a niece and an uncle. You know, put it where it belongs. So it could be significant. 40 and 53 could be significant like that too, y'all. Passover loved one died while on deployment. Passover loved one ancestor dishonorable discharge. Some of the reason might be for treason, murder, or desertion, and they could have lost their benefits. They could have had a conviction, couldn't carry firearms, and they lost their retirement status. Passover loved one passed away in a mental facility. Passover loved one ancestor, sergeant, lieutenant in the army. I don't know why I heard this, probably one of my family members. Why I heard this could be one of my past on like family members, like in the you know, like ancestor type. I just heard that, y'all. Passover loved one ancestor. Woo! U.S. Navy Petty Officer, 3rd Class, E4, same as corporal in the Army of Marine. Y'all, I'm here like I'm here like that could be connected to me. I'm just saying, y'all, cause it's like I'm here. They were just a fool. Like, oh, y'all know how some people be like, oh, they just can't get right. It's like that's what I'm hearing. Like, can't get right. It's like the eardrum getting. It's funny because it's like they can't get right. Like they was kind of, you know, hey. They might should have got, you know how the Army people get like checks when they retire, like from their service. They probably should have gave this one you know, y'all know they call it a crazy chicken or something. I'm just saying, it's a funny energy I'm getting, y'all. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? Like Passover loved one ancestor, retired military, honorable. It's like they had since, but they did. Like that's the energy I'm getting. It's a funny energy, y'all. Passover loved one ancestor, red head, blue or green eyes, blonde hair, blue or brown eyes, black, brown or brown, gray, green eyes. I just keep hearing can't get right. Like they just can't get right. They a nut, just an old nut. Died in explosion bomb. Heavy firearm, F1 Air Force, green camouflage uniform. Store shooting. Death by an enemy op. You were with your Passover loved one when they passed. Pass on loved one passed in vehicle en route to hospital. Friend, family member, personal. Ooh, I just heard that's a mission for somebody. When I just said that by my that could be connected to me. That hey, I'ma just say hey, I know I got some G ancestors. They said that's a message for somebody. You know, everybody got karmic members in their family, right? They said that's a message to let them know, yeah, they here. That's what they said, they here. Damn. Because I swear, I know this is my ancestor. I don't know which one it is. But my ancestor was in the Army and was a whole nut, and his ass got discharged, and he probably was in a loony, loony bin when he died. And I'm keeping it real. That's how they telling me. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Passed on loved one. Passed in an SUV. Black, gray, silvery, white. I mean, you know, collect this. You know, you take how it resonates with you. But to me, I specifically heard that. I don't know which one it is, but you know, I'm pretty sure I find out like in talking. Me and my dad could probably having a conversation, and he'll just say, "Look, I saw out the blue, and then I know who it is, y'all." But I know that's for me because they told me. Passover loved one, but it's for somebody else that's a karmic family member. Let them know, like, yeah, we finna touch down. Yeah, you better do right. Passover loved one, godparent. Death by train crash derailing. You and your past over loved one were on bad terms, had not talked in a while, distant relationship, ex-family member, sibling. You didn't get to see your past over loved one before they passed. It says you did not make it on time to see your past over loved one before they transitioned because of travel, distance, or a strained relationship. So some of y'all definitely were on bad, wasn't on talking terms with your past over loved one. Alright, y'all, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pull 8 more cards. If this resonates with you, stay tuned. If not, like I said, if you want to miss it, all you got to do is hit that purple dot. And like I said, stay tuned within the next 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure you'll get something to let you know. Baby, just because they ain't around you physically don't mean they ain't around you spiritually, boo. So I'm going to pull y'all 8 more cards to clarify what's out here, to give you some extra clarification, let you know for sure. Yeah, they coming through. So... y'all probably got like multiple names or something, because there was a lot of names and it ain't like too many like wide messages, so there was a lot of names. This is 2 cards. 2. Somebody, it says pass our loved one message, smile. Y'all, what I'm thinking about it, I'm just thinking, I feel like she gonna come through. You're gonna come through, because it's like I just keep thinking about it. That just made me think about her. Oh, smile, mama. See, that's what he be telling her. Like, I don't know. The blue is significant. Black again. This is 4. Somebody definitely is making a pass on little one favorite food, or you eating it, boo, this week, within this week or next week. Yeah, for sure. Maybe y'all going out to eat to celebrate your pass on little one. Okay, that's I think it's 5. I don't know what this is, but it say stroke. 6. Yeah, y'all can hear about some strokes in this week. This point blank period. Boat crash. Death by boat crash. My favorite food. Pass over loved one message. My favorite food. Whoever is cooking their pass on loved one, like you literally like, I'm gonna cook their favorite food. I don't know if like they pass in the now, or if it's like this is like something you do, maybe it's their birthday or something like that, but or maybe you just missing them and you cook a lot, or like they really like that. It's like how like this is something that they like to do, like you to do. Maybe you cook for them a lot, but oh, that blue. So some maybe like stuffed cheesecake, stuffed cheesecake. Stuffed balls. Stuffed cheese balls. It's like I'm seeing cheese with some red a little bit, then I'm just seeing cheese like you could pull it in the cheese. I don't know. It's something about stuff and cheese. Somebody might like spaghetti. Something with cheese for sure. Something with cheese. But then I feel like that blue is connecting with that. Y'all definitely, if y'all cook, y'all definitely cooking like, whether you know it or not, your ass gonna end up cooking your pass on loved one favorite food, or if they go to a favorite spot and it's like that's my favorite food at that spot, you gonna find yourself eating that. Even if you don't eat that, you're gonna eat that. You're gonna find yourself like, dang, you gonna find yourself. It says someone was killed for, ooh, they talking. It says someone was killed for life insurance. Oh snap, they finna get to talking. Do you see it? Ooh, they finna get to talking. Hold up, that's number 6, but hold up, they probably finna get to talking, y'all. Hold up. Oh, that was a message for somebody. Ooh, they doing their big one. Y'all cutting up, ancestors. Y'all cutting up. Come on through. Tell them something they thought we ain't know. Yeah, that part. Apartment shooting. Apartment shooting. Apartment shooting. Question to your passed on loved one. Are you around me? Passed on loved one is your teacher, professor, mentor, your boss, co-worker, a family friend, an in-law, a doctor, a healthcare provider, manager, supervisor, long-term client, patient, and it's another card out here. So this card gonna be significant for sure. It came back out. Double confirmation, boo. One more, y'all. Then we gonna be real. I thought them come up in her talk. I'm here to listen. Shoot. This teal card keep popping. This teal card keep popping out. Here, see it. So green, blue, teal could be significant. Then it says, pass on loved one messages. I am with you in spirit. I know that's right. I need one more card, y'all, to clarify. Another armor card, y'all. So it okay. All right, y'all. So let's see what these clarifications are. U.S. Army soldier, pass on loved one, ancestor. You list these names, dates, and stuff could be significant, cities and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is gonna be significant, especially for a army person, and then for you collected, just us. But definitely an army person. Pass on loved one, ancestor. Ulysses S. Grant, 18 years, cancer diagnosis. Month April and July could be significant. April, July could be significant. The 27th, the 23rd could be significant. Ohio, New York, Missouri. Frederick, Jesse, Root, Nelly, Jr., Julie, Hannah, Simpson, Academy Sports Unit, Tech could be significant. Republican, public, y'all Google Project Music, they could be significant. The name William Jones, Kelly, somebody got a book written about them, about their life. Somebody like to journal a lot. Somebody might go see a psychiatrist, a therapist, or a counselor. Y'all, let me see something. Let me see something, because I feel like, hold up. Let me see something. Nolan and Xavier Wells' birthday. August 19th. What's today? Your birthday, August the 19th. Today the 20th. Yesterday was his birthday. Yesterday was his birthday. August the 19th. I feel like his energy coming through. Yeah, I was saying like somebody y'all probably gonna be doing a celebration or something like that. Maybe his family gonna do some of those things that I said, or maybe they did some of those things that I said, that like the candlelight visual, a balloon release, going to eat his at his like favorite spot that he eat, or maybe his mom cooked his favorite meal. Maybe he likes spaghettis, but when I was telling him before, it's like I was picking up hamburgers. I don't know, but y'all know, y'all pay attention to them passing cards, because y'all know what came out in them passing cards twice, right up under each other. weird. Okay, I had to stop and see that, y'all. Is that it? Okay, that's it on that card. Where am I at? Oh, I'm clarifying. Okay, I just got caught off track, y'all. Okay. Pass over loved one, your teacher, professional mentor, your boss, co-worker, a family friend, in-law, doctor, healthcare provider, marriage supervisor, long-term client, employee. I just read this. I just got threw off, y'all. Death by stroke. Somebody gonna hear about some strokes in it now. It ain't gonna just be the cycle of life, if you get what I'm saying. Some of y'all are, but you'll know if you're not. You'll know if it's karmic. I said I wasn't gonna speak on it, but it's what I'm picking up. Okay, place of death, pass on loved one, friend's home or vacation home, property, trip. Place of death or pass on loved one, friend's home or vacation home or property, trip. Pass on loved one, ancestor, general of army, 5 stars, reserved for wartime leadership. Last held by Omar Bradley, 1981, could be significant. Senior officer, U.S. Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff, World War II. Somebody definitely is a soldier or has been deployed in a war. The months February and April are significant. The dates 12th and the 8th, Arlington, Virginia, or the VA Hospital significant. The names Kitty, Bueller, Mary, Elizabeth Quall, John Smith, Bradley for sure, y'all. Hubbard are significant. 1934, 1910. Bradley is very significant in something. And then, like I tell y'all, remember these Army cards are for Army people, and they also are for us. Okay, so this is the card I'm telling y'all. This is like double clarification. So let me see what's on this. It's gonna clarify some of the same things on here. So it says pass on loved one, teacher, principal, secretary, religious leader, your doctor, healthcare provider, a long-term client. Okay, let's see what's twice. So we got teacher, we got we got mentor, and like religious leader could be kind of like the same thing. And then we got doctor, healthcare provider. That's 4. A long-term client, a patient. So that's 5. 5 of these are matching. Place of pass on loved one, pass is in the ambulance or ride to the hospital. And y'all know that's clarification for sure with this died on the way, like in a car, a family car. You might, their car or your car, family member car. You probably was with them on the route to the hospital. Could have been something with a shooting or something like that. Place of death, pass on loved one, died in the truck, a pickup, 18-wheeler, army vehicle, or van. So this death could resonate with an army soldier, or like I said, you pass on loved one. That's probably how they pass. Y'all pay attention to the names. Okay, y'all. So there was the passed over loved one ancestor read part 2. So y'all, the only other read your girl got is the missing person read. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tonight. If I don't, I definitely will get to it tomorrow. So, because I got to step out for a minute, since I'm not sure. But I'm going to try to do it, y'all. I'm going to try to do it, but I got to run out and do something right quick. But anyway, hopefully y'all got some good messages of clarification and comfort. And I don't know, y'all, if you into these read, what I'm saying, y'all know I told y'all, like, sometimes for some reason, like the missing persons read kind of do be it's like you can get some messages, what I'm saying, if your passed on loved one is like missing, or if like when y'all got the remains or whatever out there, maybe y'all didn't have closure to like what happened or who had something to do with it. So I don't know, but if you are into the ancestor read, you might want to check out the missing person read if you have a missing loved one, or like I said, if you your passed on loved one was missing, but y'all did already receive their remains or something like that. You just don't know like what happened, like, you know, or maybe even they were missing and you just didn't get justice. You know, it's like almost like you don't know what happened to them. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but maybe y'all could like if you went to those, you know, if you got something like that going on, just check out that read too, y'all. For some reason I feel like I'm gonna get some messages like probably like with Nolan. I don't know why, cause now I'm starting to like think about him, but it might be something in there that would kind of help get him justice. And then y'all know I ain't channeling nothing for Nancy Guthrie in a while, but the thing about that, y'all, like I think like it's almost like, you know, it's like it's like I was channeling the same old thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I mean I probably wouldn't do nothing but channel the same thing, because it's like the same thing kept coming out. So I don't know. So maybe if you are into even that, you know, just check out. I did a couple of reads with you know, stuff that is pertaining to her. So alright, y'all, so the girl finna get off. Hopefully y'all have a great evening. Like I said, y'all will make it up to y'all, you know what I'm saying, because I know the reads was a little bit to me low energy, and y'all know I don't like these reads to be low energy. This passed on loved one ancestor read is my favorite read. So if any read out of all reads, like I want that one to be like high energy, very positive, and like I said, you know, the karmas were playing out energy, y'all. So make sure y'all check out part 1. So anyway, until next time, y'all have a great, fantastic night. Bye.